Welcome back. Bottom half of the second inning. Steamers River Bandits here at historic Hicks Field. No balls, 2 strikes to Luke Myers. And the pitch on the inside corner called strike 3. 4-4 ball game. Apologies for the technical difficulties here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. 4-4 game. Tanner Knowles coming up to the plate, 0 for 1 tonight. Over at first base is Overitis with a leadoff walk. And the first pitch to Knowles is on the outside corner. It's 0-1. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out. Overitis over at first base. And the pitch is in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes to Knowles. Here in the bottom half of the second inning in a 4-4 ball game. And the 0-2 pitch from Fuller is low, gets away from the catcher Daniels, who covers up, and it goes to 1-2. Apologies for the visual errors, the multiple streams. Got a packed house tonight here at historic Hicks Field for the Independence Day game, the final game before the 4th of July holiday. And a pair of rivals in the Southern PCL. The 1-2 is low. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes to Tanner Knowles in the leadoff spot for the first time this season. 0 for 2. Knowles in his 6th game of the year. And the 2-2 pitch, swung on, fly ball, right field. Running in is Snyder, tailing towards the line. He dives, he cannot make the catch. And it falls. And Knowles is still alive with 1 out. A bit of a recap. Again, apologies for those watching along. 4 runs for the River Bandits in the top half of the second. A 2-run home run by Cruz Newman. 2 walks by Cole Taylor, who was lifted from the ball game. Taylor was lifted, walked the bases loaded. And Alex Gianascoli came in to get the final out. And the 2-2, swing and a miss. Knowles strikes out swinging, and there's 2 outs. And now Giomar Santana coming up. Huge strikeout for Fuller so far. An inning and 2/3, 4 hits, 4 runs, a walk. And now 2 strikeouts, 43 pitches. And now Giomar Santana, 0 for 1 on the evening. Santana coming into the game, .314 average. Second only behind Chris Morris on the ball club. And the first pitch is low. It's 1-0. One ball, no strikes to the Steamers extra hitter Giomar Santana. And the pitch in there, and it's 0-1. 1-1. One and one to Santana. And the 1-1 inside, and it hits Giomar Santana, and 2 runners are on for the Steamers. The 1-1 fastball from Fuller came in and it hit the extra hitter Santana. And now 2 on for Ryan Kay, who singled back in the bottom half of the first inning. Ignited a 4-run inning. He came around to score on the home run from Chris Morris. Now he has an opportunity to keep his hot stretch going against the River Bandits. He now has 9 hits against Tarboro. So 8 RBIs. And the first pitch to him is outside, 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs to Ryan Kay. Murrieta, California native. His parents in attendance last night. Stopping me on the way back up to the broadcast booth before the game. Autograph. I'd never given out an autograph before, and Appreciate the K family for stopping by. And the 1-0 is swung on and missed. It's 1-1. 2 outs, 2 on. An offensive battle in the early going as both starting pitchers in trouble. Taylor already out. Fuller 2 on now here in the second. And the 1-1 to K. Swung on, grounded foul, and now it's 1-2, a looping breaking pitch that K fouls off. And the count goes to 1-2 in the bottom half of the second inning. Only PCL game in action tonight. A universal off day on Tuesday for the holiday. These two teams matching up tomorrow night in Tarboro. And the 1-2 pitch from to K, swung on, grounded foul. Another breaking pitch from Fuller. Was now up to 50 pitches here in the second inning. Cole Taylor, only the first inning and a third, 3 hits, 4 earned runs, given up, 4 walks, 2 strikeouts. Gianna Scully getting the final 2 outs. Another rough outing for Taylor. Now 13 walks in his last 2 games. And the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Fastball blew it by K. 2 runners stranded on a pair of walks. We go to the top half of the third inning. The River Bandits and the Steamers tied up at 4. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part. Summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field, top half of the third inning, a 4-4 ball game. The River Bandits and the Steamers. Alex Gianniscoli out for his first full inning of work. First baseman Jack Nielsen leading it off. Nielsen, Newman, and Barnes for Tarboro. And the first pitch to Nielsen is in there for a strike. It's no balls and 1 strike. Nielsen, walking his first time, came around to score on the 2-run home run by Cruz Newman, who waits on deck. And the 0-1 is inside, and it hits Nielsen, who's on for the second time without putting the ball in play. Now 1 on with nobody out for Cruz Newman. Newman with the 2-run home run in the top half of the second inning. From Walters State University, Richmond, Kentucky native. Sophomore outfielder, 6'2", 200. Back-to-back seasons with 13 home runs for Walters State as he swings through the first fastball from Gianniscoli. It's 0-1. So far in limited action for the River Bandits, Newman, third game, has a few hits, a .333 average, his first extra base hit on the home run in the second, and he lines one to short. Second, 1 hop, Myers to short for 1, to first, a double play. Luke Myers turning the 2-out double play, and now there's 2 away for the left fielder Ethan Barnes. Hit it hard right at Myers, to turn 2, and now quickly 2 outs as Ethan Barnes stepping up to the dish. And the first pitch to Barnes, swung on, grounded softly to short. Coming in is Knowles, and he cannot make the play. Another error for Tanner Knowles this season. Barnes reaches first. And now a 2-out base runner for Tarboro. Tanner Knowles, his 5th error of the season in only 6 total games at shortstop. And now coming to the plate is the right fielder Edenton. Snyder, a slow chopper. Knowles had to come all the way in, but a play that you've got to make at short. And the first pitch is low. No shift at all for Knowles. It was straight away at short and just tried to glove it and throw it all in one motion and see it into the glove all the way. And the 1-0 pitch is low. It's 2-0. The errors have been an issue for the Clams. 25 on the season, now 26. Cannot give away free bases, especially to this River Bandits team that scored 27 runs. A throw over to first, and Barnes is back. 26 runs in their last 2 ball games against Fuquay Arena. And the Clayton Clovers, back-to-back victories, now 11-8 on the season. The 2-0 pitch is low. It's now 3 balls and no strikes. Gianascoli looking to avoid his 2nd walk of the inning. Against the right fielder, Edenton Snyder, with the catcher Daniels waiting on deck. And the 3-0 pitch. In there, it's 3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. To Edenton Snyder. And the pitch from Gianascoli, swung on, fly ball, shallow left field. Garza ranging out, Knowles as well. Garza on the back pedal makes the catch to end the inning. Runner stranded at first on the walk. We go to the bottom half of the 3rd. 4-4 ball game. The Steamers and the River Bandits. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Trowon County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause.
My name is Tyler Veritis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Tyler. As we head to the bottom half of the 3rd inning, again, thank you for sticking with me. Thank you for the patience here tonight as the Steamers take on the River Bandits. And some wonky connections here at the ballpark. Apologies for the in and out action. Hopefully it's all settled now in a 4-4 ball game, all even. And Chris Morris coming in for the Clams here against Jake Fuller. A 2-run home run in the 4-run first inning. And the first pitch to Morris is high, 1-0. Morris, 2 home runs now on the season, now 8 RBIs. 5 Steamers have double-digit RBIs, and Morris quickly climbing the ranks. And the 1-0 is fouled off. It's 1-1. The sophomore from Pitt Community College is a third baseman, pitcher. Has pitched in 4 games as well so far this season, 9.2 innings. 6.51 ERA, but hasn't pitched since the middle of June. And the 1-1 is in there for a strike on the breaking pitch. It's now 1-2. Morris his first time in the cleanup spot this season. Last night came in late to pitch hit. Worked a walk, and then was pitch ran for, and he swings and grounds it. Diving play at short by Wall. Throw for it on his feet is not in time. Morris reaches Wall with an incredible stab, but the throw was not in time, and now Davis Halstead up. And Morris has 2 hits tonight. Now has 5 hits in his last 3 games, and now Davis Halstead reached his first time. Halstead, a hit batter. He scored a run on the single by Garza, and he takes the first pitch outside, 1-0. Davis Halstead as well, looking to turn a corner. Started the season batting under 200, had only 2 hits through the first 3 weeks. He now has 7, including a handful in his last few games. And the 1-0 pitch is a breaking ball low and away. It's 2-0. The control really hasn't been Fuller's issue in his first 5 starts. Has limited the walks, only 1 so far this season. He has 1 in 2 innings today. And the 2-0 pitch to Halstead. Fastball right down the middle for a strike. That fastball's been in the zone. But all of the breaking pitches have been dipping out of the zone. Fireworks tonight after the game. Should be around 10:30 after the conclusion of this ball game. The 2-1 pitch slowly grounded up the third base line. Tough play. Shelton and Fuller. No communication. And Halstead reaches. Morris up to second. And now 2 on, nobody out. Shelton thought Fuller was going to take it. Neither one made a move. And now runners on first and second for Nate Paulson. And the heart of the Steamers' order paying dividends once again. Morris and Halstead both reaching for the second time, and now Nate Paulson, first time up, hit a ball exactly like Halstead, right up the third base line, reaching on an infield hit, and scored on the hit by Garza. And the first pitch to him's a breaking ball in there for a strike. Talking about guys coming around, Paulson as well, 3 hits in his last 3 ball games, 5 now on the season, 3 RBIs. He's also stolen 5 bases. No balls, 1 strike. Nobody out. Fuller in another jam here in the third. Third straight time the Steamers have put at least 2 on, and the 0-1 is inside. 1-1. Fuller coming into the ball game with only 1 earned run given up. Coming off of a 5 2/3. No runs, 10 strikeouts outing against the Carolina Disco Turkeys. And the 1-1 to Paulson. Swung on, popped in the air on the infield. Nielsen calling it off. Espinal behind him. Nielsen makes the call, and he makes the catch around second base. And there's 1 out, a huge out for Fuller. And now Ty Garza up to the dish. His 2 RBI single in the first inning put the Clams up an early 4-0 lead. For the River Bandits, put a 4 spot in the next half inning to tie the game. Garza with the 2 RBI hit, now 8 on the season. Had a 9-game on-base streak that was ended last Sunday against the Wampus Cats. Looking to start a new one here tonight. And the first pitch swung on, grounded over towards third. Shelton corrals it, throws to second for 1. The throw to first is not in time. Garza beats out the throw to first on the fielder's choice. And now there's 2 outs, with Tate Abbott coming to the plate. Steamers have hit it hard here in the inning. Morris over at third with a single. Garza at first on the fielder's choice. And now Tate Abbott, who entered the game 0 for 1 in his 16th ball game, 11 hits, a .220 average, 3 doubles, a home run, 11 RBIs. Has been struggling as of late. 0 for his last 11 with 2 walks. Ball gets behind the catcher. Coming home is Morris, and he's in there. Going over to third is Garza with the ball on the ground. A pass ball from Daniels, and it's now 5-4, Steamers in front. A wild pitch from Fuller. Morris barreling home, and he got in there. And the Steamers are back in front in what has been a wild first 3 innings. Now 1-0 to Abbott with Garza at third, and the 1-0 into left field, a base hit over the leaping Shelton. Garza comes in, Abbott an RBI hits, and a 2-run inning for the Steamers, who retake the lead. It's now 6-4, the pass ball and the RBI hit for Abbott, who now has 12 on the season. A fastball inside from Fuller, a jam shot into left. And now Tyler Overitis up. Tyler Overitis walked his first time, the only walk that Fuller has surrendered. 6 hits, 6 runs, a walk, and 3 strikeouts. 65 pitches, no action for the River Bandits. Evan McLean starting to warm, making his way out to the bullpen. And the first pitch to Overitis on the outside corner. It's 0-1. 10 runs in the first 2.5 innings. Almost 3 innings gone now. And the 2 rivals from the PCL going punch for punch. Ball in the dirt. Daniels, the throw down to second is in time. What a hop by Daniels, and he guns out Abbott to end the inning. 2 runs across on the hit by Abbott, and the infield blunder. We go to the top half of the 4th. The Steamers lead the River Bandits 6-4. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton, or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Trowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field, top half of the 4th inning. Now a 6-4 ball game. 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd for the Clams on 4 base hits. A hit by Morris, a hit by Alstead. Garza a base knock, and Tate Abbott with a bloop single to left, and the first pitch is in there for a strike to Phillips. Daniels the catcher. 9-10-1 for the River Bandits. Daniel Saunders and Fernando Espinal, and the 0-1 pitch from Gianna Scoli is outside. 1-1. Gianna Scoli, in his 2nd full inning of work, came in relief of Cole Taylor, who went an inning and a third, hit a wall in the 2nd inning, and the 1-1 pitch is in there for a strike. 1 1/3, 3 hits, 4 runs, all of them coming in the 2nd frame. 4 walks and 2 strikeouts. Gave up a home run to Newman and a few free passes. And the 1-2 swung on, grounded to third. 2 hops, high hop from Garza, corrals it, throws to first. It's in time. Hit the lip of the grass over at third base. Garza corrals it, and there's 1 out. As Gianna Scoli starting to settle in on the hill, as now The center fielder, Boogie Saunders, stepping to the plate. Boogie Saunders, so far tonight, 0 for 1, one of 2 strikeouts. And he's squaring around, bunted, third base side. Gianniscoli off the mound, he won't have a play. Boogie Saunders laying one down, and his speed coming out of the batter's box, unmatched. No chance, really, for Gianniscoli. Bobbled it. But even if he fielded it cleanly, wouldn't have been able to throw out Saunders. And now Fernando Espinal in there. 0 for 1 with a walk, an RBI. Flew out his first time, walked his last. And the first pitch to him is a fastball low. It's 1-0. It's going back to Espinal from Cayuga College. 31 RBIs, 2 home runs. Went 5 for 6 against Mohawk Community College in the spring. The 1-0 pitch is in there for a strike. 5 runs scored, 3 doubles, a triple, and 3 RBIs in that game. And it's come in. Done well. The 1-1 off and running is Saunders. Strike called. No throw from Overitis. And in at second base is Saunders. And the River Bandits looking to respond. Have a runner in scoring position with 1 out. Tarboro has run wild against the Steamers so far this season. Another stolen base. And the 1-2 pitch to Espinal. Low and away. It's 2-2. For Saunders, his 9th stolen base of the year. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And the pitch from Gianniscoli. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Breaking pitch out of the zone. Espinal trying to hold up. He could not. And now there's 2 away. Devastating breaking pitch from Alex Gianniscoli. And now Johnny Wall coming to the dish with 2 outs. 2 outs. Out at second base is Saunders. A bunt single and a stolen base. And the pitch from Wall swung on, popped in the air on the infield. Drifts out to the outfield, Halstead underneath of it, and he makes the catch to end the inning. 1 runner stranded for the River Bandits on an infield single. We go to the bottom half of the 4th. Steamers lead the River Bandits 6-4. Who's ready to rock? The 2nd annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have 1 fireworks show remaining for this summer. You can catch this show on Saturday, July 29th, right here at historic Hicks Field. Mark your calendars and we will see you at the ballpark.
Hey, I'm Ryan Kay. You're watching Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers Baseball YouTube.
Thank you, Ryan. Bottom half of the 4th inning. Now a 6-4 ball game. Steamers lead it. Thank you for tuning in to the official home of the Edenton Steamers. Jacob Smedley, glad to be with you here tonight. Few days away from the 4th of July. Both teams have off for the holiday. Home and home between the 2 PCL South rivals, the River Bandits and the Steamers. Tonight at historic Hicks Field, tomorrow night at Tarboro Municipal Stadium, the 7th and 8th matchups between the 2 ball clubs. Steamers leading the season series 4-2, but really the last 2 matchups have been impacted by the weather here in North Carolina. The Game a few weeks ago, a 3-2 win in 6 innings for the Clams. Then the last matchup postponed due to rain, and the first pitch to Tyler Overitis is fouled off. Overitis due up for the second time, 9-10-1. Overitis fouls the 0-1 pitch back. Overitis, Myers, and Tanner Knowles. Here in the bottom of the fourth, line scores 6 runs, 7 hits, an error for the Steamers. 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors for the River Bandits. And the 0-2 pitch from Fuller. High, ball 1. Really been a rough outing for Fuller. Talking about rough outings for us. Excellent starting pitchers. Chandler Padgett last night, giving up 8 runs. The 1-2 was outside. Up 8 runs, 6 earned runs against the Outer Banks Scallywags. Steamers fell behind 8-0 in that game, could not climb out of the hole. The 2-2 pitch from Fuller, breaking ball, spiked in the dirt, and after starting Overitis 0-2, 3 straight out of the zone from Fuller and in danger of walking another batter. Lost that command of the fastball and those breaking pitches way outside. Full count pitch to Overitis. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. High fastball at the top of the zone, and there's 1 away. And now Luke Myers standing in. First game since June 13th that Luke Myers has not been in the leadoff spot tonight, batting 10th. Been in the leadoff spot ever since Steamers shortstop Ryan Goff going down. The first pitch is fouled off at 0-1. Second baseman from the University of Maryland Eastern Shore so far this year. 21st game, most out of any Clam. 17 hits, all singles. The 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. 15 walks, hit batters, 250 average, 14 RBIs. Second on the team behind Gabe Kirk. And the 0-2 pitch. Swinging a fly ball to center field. Drifting back underneath of it and making the catch out in center field for out number 2 is Saunders, and there's 2 away. And now the shortstop Tanner Knowles coming to the plate. 0 for 2 with a strikeout so far tonight. Warming up in the bullpen for the River Bandits. Another one of those new guys just added to the ball club, Evan McClain. And a big cut and a miss. It's 0-1 to Knowles. Shortstop from the University of Georgia in his 6th ball game with the Clams. Mentioned earlier his errors. Been a struggle in the field so far. 0-1 is inside the plate. Few hits to this point, 3. Still trying to find a rhythm after joining the ball club late after the injury, as mentioned to Goff. And the 1-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike, and quickly ahead 0-2. An excellent breaking pitch from Fuller. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Fuller looking for a 1-2-3 fourth. Steamers lead at 6-4. And the 1-2. Swung on, fouled off. Remains 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs to Knowles. Wouldn't be surprised if Fuller went back to the breaking pitch here after getting strike 2. And the 1-2. Another breaking pitch. This one lined into right field over the head of Espinal. Into right field, a base hit. Booted around by Snyder, but holding at first base is Knowles. His 4th hit of the season and a 2-out base runner for the extra hitter, Giomar Santana, who's 0 for 1 tonight. Grounded out his first time, hit by a pitch his last time, was left stranded in the second frame. 8th hit of the game for the Clams, 3.5 innings. And the first pitch to Santana is at the top of the zone for a strike. Fuller with 82 pitches now. 3 2/3, 8 hits allowed, 6 runs all earned, a walk, 4 strikeouts. And the 0-1 pitch, low and away, 1-1. Going back to the success of Fuller, Jake Fuller, so far this season. 12 innings pitched. Only 1 earned run allowed. He went his deepest outing last time, 5 2/3. As the 1-1 is low, it's 2 balls and 1 strike. 18 strikeouts, 8 walks, a .75 ERA entering the ball game. Behind in the count, 2-1 to Santana. And the pitch. Breaking ball floats in there. It's a beauty. It's now 2-2 with 2 outs to the extra hitter Santana. As mentioned, making the PCL All-Star team as a catcher, outfielder as well. And the 2-2 grounded down the third base line. A fair ball. Going into the corner, going to third is Knowles. He's being waved around. The throw cut off, and in there is Knowles at the plate. An RBI double from the All-Star, Giomar Santana, and the Steamers take a 7-4 lead. Just fair over the third base bag. And quickly out of the dugout is Grant Crosby for the River Bandits. No signal has been made yet, but it looks to be the end of the night for right-hander Jake Fuller, who hands the ball to Crosby. We've got a pitching change here in the 4th. The Steamers lead the River Bandits 7-4. Who's ready to rock? The 2nd annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Faro Gas. For easy and reliable service, Faro Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at ferrogas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. A 2-out RBI double by Giomar Santana chases River Bandits starter Jake Fuller from the ball game. Final stats for Fuller on the evening: 3 2/3. He allows 7 runs, all earned. Gives up 9 total hits. He strikes out 4 and allows 1 walk. And now out of the bullpen, the right-hander Evan McLean, who, as mentioned, only in his 2nd ball game for the River Bandits so far. 2 1/3 innings pitched, 1 game so far, only allowed a hit, 2 walks, and 3 strikeouts against the Outer Banks Scallywags on the 28th. The right-hander from UNC Pembroke, fastball breaking pitch. The sophomore, excellent season in the spring for the Braves. Went 4-2. Started handful of games on the mound. 6'3", 200 from Greensville, North Carolina. 16 appearances, 14 starts, 54 2/3 innings pitched, 60 strikeouts. And Grant Crosby calling on him here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. The Clams, after only scoring 5 runs last night in the 4th inning against the Scallywags, have now put up 7 runs. We're not even fully through the 4th inning yet. 7-4, and now Ryan Kay, the number 3 hitter, due up, has had his most success in the season against these River Bandits. And the first pitch, swung on, grounded to second base. High hopper for Espinal, who has it, throws to first. Safe over at first base. Kay beats it out. Safe call over at first by first base umpire Ted Myers. And runners on the corners with 2 outs, an infield single on a high chopper, and the inning continues for now Chris Morris, who's 2 for 2 with 2 hits, including a 2-run home run in the first, an infield single his last time up. Runners on the corners. And the first pitch from McLean, swung on, fouled off. And hard fastball from Evan McLean. Back-to-back years at UNC Pembroke with over 50 innings pitched. Combined ERA of 4.34, 12 wins, 27 total appearances in 2 years. And the River Bandits depending on him to get out of this 4th inning jam. And the 0-1 to Morris. Swung on, fouled off to the right side behind the River Bandits dugout, and it's 0-2 with 2 outs. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 4th. 7-4 ball game. Chris Morris, who hasn't started for most of the year, started a few games at the beginning of the year, was third baseman Alden Cottle nursing his hand injury, and didn't play for a handful of weeks in the field, and now has caught fire, looking to keep it going. The 0-2 off of first goes Santana, pop up behind the plate, and trying to make the catch, could not, is Daniels. And it hits the netting before he makes the catch, a foul ball, and it will remain 0-2. K took off from first, and he'll have to retreat with 2 strikes. What an athletic play by Daniels, up against the netting. Netting around behind the plate here at historic Hicks Field extends high above the grandstands at the nearly century-old ballpark here in Edenton. And the 0-2 pitch to Morris. On the outside corner, called strike 3. And McLean gets out of the inning, strands 2. A run across on the base hit by Santana. We go to the top half of the 5th. 7-4, Steamers lead. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting one more youth baseball camp this summer. The final camp dates this year are July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Top half of the 5th inning here at historic Hicks Field. 7-4 ball game as Alex Gianniscoli back on the mound. Shelton, Newton, and Nielsen. 3-4-5. Fly ball from Shelton. First base side. Abbott in pursuit, and he cannot get to it as it hits off of the netting above the concession stand. It's 0-1. Preston Shelton, 1 for 2 in a pair of at-bats. A hit was left stranded in the 3rd inning. Alex Gianniscoli so far on the mound for the Steamers. 2 2/3. A hit, a strikeout. And the 0-1 pitch to Shelton, line drive center field. Paulson coming in, and he'll play it on a hop. Hesitated off of the initial swing, and Paulson could not get there in time, and a leadoff hit for Shelton, his 2nd hit of the game. And now the cleanup hitter, Armani Newton, stepping up. 0 for 2 with a strikeout from the extra hitter. Played outfielder just a few times this season for the River Bandits. Has spent most of his time in the DH and extra hitter positions. And the first pitch to him swung on, rounded through the hole on the right side, a base hit. Up to second base goes Shelton. Newton on and back-to-back base hits here in the 5th inning, as the River Bandits looking to strike back down 3 runs, and now the tying run to the plate in the form of first baseman Jack Nielsen. First pitch swinging, aggressive so far tonight for the River Bandits. Early swinging in the 1st inning. They notched quick 4 runs in the 2nd. A lot of quick contact, wasting no time. Quick hit from Shelton. A first pitch single from Newton, and now Jack Nielsen up. A walk, a hit batter. He's reached twice, and the first pitch to him is on the outside corner. It's 0-1. First baseman from Abilene Christian University, the redshirt sophomore, has 5 hits against the Clams so far in the limited matchups. Looking for another one here in the 0-1. Low, good stop by Overitis behind the dish. Tyler Overitis behind the plate. Steamers catcher Macon Winslow playing his final game Friday night. Clams down to 2 catchers listed on the roster. Overitis has started 2 straight games behind the dish. The 1-1 swung on, popped foul behind the River Bandits dugout. It's 1-2. Running that fastball inside to righties so far for Gianniscoli. Telling me a few weeks ago when he came into the office here at historic Hicks Field, those 2 fastballs, 4-seam and works a 2-seam, call it a sinker really, against lefties. And the 1-2 pitch to Nielsen, swung on, flied in the air to center. Paulson drifting back right in front of the warning track, hands up, making the catch is Halstead, who calls it off. The throw in, both runners tag, and up to second base goes Newton, and to third goes Shelton. Paulson drifting back, it carried over to right field, and Halstead pulled it in, out number 1, and now 2 runners in scoring position for the designated hitter number 32, Cruz Newman. Newman, a 2-run home run, his first time in the 4-run 2nd inning for the River Bandits. Grounded out his last time. Already has 2 RBIs, looking for more here in the 5th. And the pitch from Gianniscoli swung on, popped in the air, foul on the third base side. Talking about all these new players for the River Bandits. Newman, 13 home runs back-to-back years, 60 RBIs this season for Walters State, 10 doubles, 350 average. A left-handed hitting outfielder, stellar, and a huge addition for this River Bandits lineup as he takes the 0-1 pitch, a breaking ball on the outside corner for a strike. Walters State University, the designated hitter tonight. Down in the count, 0-2 to Gianniscoli. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. An excellent breaking pitch. Back-to-back breaking balls from Gianniscoli, and a huge out number 2. Tailing down and out of the zone, away to the lefty Newman. And now the left fielder Ethan Barnes up. A run scored on a walk. He's 0 for 1. Scored back in the 2nd inning on the RBI by Wall. And the pitch at the bottom of the zone for strike 1 on the fastball. It's 0-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Gianniscoli looking to strand a pair of River Bandits here in the 5th. And the 0-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. It's 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Left fielder Barnes is in there. Looking to get a few runs more across for the River Bandits, who trail it by 3. The 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out on the high fastball. Back-to-back strikeouts to leave a pair of hits stranded. We go to the bottom half of the 5th. The Steamers lead the River Bandits 7-4. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Chowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear.
Hey, my name is Zane Loveday, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Thank you, Zane. You're watching the official home of the Edenton Steamers, the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. Jacob Smedley, glad to be with you. Bottom half of the 5th inning in a 7-4 ball game. The Steamers wearing specially themed patriotic jerseys tonight. Sponsored by the Albemarle Area United Way in partnership with H2OBX. Jerseys are being auctioned off as we speak, and the first pitch from McLean here in the 5th is fouled off. Second jersey auction of the season for the Clams. Other one, the Edenton Baseball Club's jerseys. Those were gray jerseys, black piping, got the 2 logos of the Aces and the Steamers. The 0-1 to Halstead is a breaking ball low. It's 1-1 as McLean in his first full inning of work, relieving Jake Fuller. Cantaloupes jerseys also will be auctioned off at the conclusion of the season. The Chowan County Cantaloupes as the 1-1 is low. 2 balls and 1 strike. River Bandits in their visiting gray uniforms. White, gray, and purple striping around the side. Halstead, so far today, has a base knock, a run scored. And he takes the 2-1 pitch high. It's 3-1. He's reached twice. A hit by pitch and a single, and is a ball away from reaching a 3rd time. 3 balls, 1 strike, and the pitch in there for a strike. It's 3-2. McLean, the first out of the pen for Fuller. River Bandits having to use 6 out of the bullpen to take down the Clovers yesterday. The 3-2 swing and a miss struck him out on the high breaking pitch. And a strikeout for McLean here in the 5th. There's 1 away. Some lightning going on in the distance past historic Hicks Field. Some showers set to pass us around here in Edenton. There's Nate Paulson due up with 1 out. 1 for 2 with an RBI. An infield single, a run scored. Takes the first pitch in there, a breaking pitch. McLean really working that breaking pitch to perfection so far. All over the zone. The 0-1 swung on, fouled off. Packed house tonight at historic Hicks Field. No attendance just yet. Was 1,600 people last year. Almost feels like that this year as well. The 0-2 swung on, fouled off again. Back-to-back foul balls, and now it's 0-2 to Paulson. 15th ball game of the season for the 2022 Giezuke MVP award winner. Starting to find his groove at the plate. And the 0-2 pitch. Low, good stop behind the dish by Daniels, and it's 1-2, 1 out. In the theme of the 4th of July, the scoreboard dots representing the count, red, white, and blue tonight. The 1-2 pitch from McLean. Breaking ball inside. Paulson dodging out of the way. Might have sold it to home plate umpire Eric Byram. Now 2-2. 2 straight out of the zone for McLean. And the pitch. Outside, and it's 3-2. Paulson leaning into that one. Byram holding off on the call on a close pitch, and now the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. McLean gets the sign and delivers. Swung on, popped in the air, first base side, Nielsen over, Snyder as well, over towards the bullpen, and it drops foul just by the top on the first base side. Espinal over as well, and the count remains 3-2. To back the first time, River Bandits won the first game at Tarboro Municipal Stadium 8-3, and the Steamers returning the favor the very next night, 9-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch from McLean. Swung on, floated out to short. Wall is right there for out number 2. Off the end of the bat on the breaking pitch, and now there's 2 away for the third baseman, Ty Garza. 1 for 2 tonight, 2 RBIs, a run scored. For the third baseman from Barton College, who has played second base. He's played shortstop for a majority of the season. Just started really playing third base again as he fouls the first pitch off. It's 0-1. As mentioned, Cottle missing the first 5 games, has been diagnosed now. Cottle should not play. Still hand injury, re-aggravated it. As Garza swings through the 0-1. Garza should see a lot more playing time now over at third base. He's down in the count 0-2. And the 0-2 from McLean. Breaking ball fouled off, and it's 0-2. As again at third base, Cottle return, moved to short, moved back over to third. Really one rough outing in the field doing that span against Clayton. And we're in that game, the 0-2. Swung on, line drive, foul down the first base line. Quick swing by Garza, late on the fastball, and it remains 0-2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Bottom of the 5th in a 7-4 game. McLean looking for a clean inning. And the 0-2 swung on, grounded, foul again. Third straight foul ball. And we'll do it again. No one warming in either bullpen. Got a handful of relievers. Tossing a football around in the River Bandits bullpen. No balls and 2 strikes. 2 outs. And McLean's pitch. Swung on, foul, pop up, first base side. Nielsen over. Snyder follows, and it will hit off the fence. 4th straight foul ball from Garza, and it remains 0-2. High fastball as McLean going all over the zone. Went inside, tried to jam him. Garza chopped it foul. A lot of high fastballs, trying to get him to chase. As McLean's pitch count continuing to rise. No balls, 2 strikes, and the pitch. Fastball high, and it's now 1-2 to Garza. All right, Garza started the year as average under 200. Back up to 250 now, 237, excuse me. And the 1-2 swung on, slapped foul. 6th foul ball of the at-bat from Garza. Only batted .196 in the spring for Barton College. 282 slugging. A 263 OBP. 384 OBP this summer. And the 1-2 to him. In there, called strike 3 as Daniels drops it, applies the tag, and that will do it in the 5th. 1-2-3 inning for McLean on the mound. We go to the 6th. The Steamers lead it 7-4. Is your kid a fan of the Clam? why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players, and much more. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there.
My name is Tyler Overitis, and you're watching Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube channel.
Welcome back to historic Hicks Field, 7-4 ball game as Alex Gianniscoli entering his 4th full inning of work, 5th inning overall in the ball game. He came in for Cole Taylor in the 2nd inning. And now he'll face 8, 9, 10 for the River Bandits here in the 6th. Snyder, Daniels, and Boogie Saunders in a 7-4 game. 11 combined runs between the two teams, 16 hits. Snyder trying to square around, a fastball outside, it's 1-0. Snyder so far tonight, 1 for 2, with a base hit, a run scored. The right fielder for Middle Tennessee State, and the 1-0 popped foul, it's 1-1. Teammates with former Steamer, home run derby champ last season, catcher Jeremiah Boyd at Middle Tennessee State. 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch from Gianniscoli. Fastball low and away. It's 2-1. Snyder in the spring. 52 games played. 50 starts. 286 average. And the 2-1. Another foul ball off to the right side. It's now 2-2. 438 slugging, 42 runs, which was 3rd on the ball club. 5 home runs, which ranked 4th on the team behind Boyd in that category. And the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball, low and away, good take by Snyder, and the count is full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So no one warming up for the Steamers. Tyrus Baumgartner making his way out there. And the 3-2. Swung on, grounded to third, sharply hit, Garza knocks it down, quickly throws to first, and it's not in time. Hot shot over to the hot corner, and Ty Garza couldn't corral it. Throw away late, and Snyder reaches on an error by Ty Garza, the 2nd of the game for the Steamers. And now the catcher Phillips Daniels to the dish. 0 for 1. Reached on the other error for the Clams. And the first pitch is in there for a strike. Reached on an error by Tanner Knowles earlier on in the ball game. And the 0-1. Swung on, popped foul. It's 0-2. Fastball inside. Gianniscoli so far. On the fastball all over the zone with efficiency. Really, again, the one struggle, and of course has gone with all Steamers pitching so far. The walks, none so far tonight. 4 for Taylor. They've had 5 games where they've walked at least 10 batters. And the 0-2 pitch to Daniels. Breaking ball outside. It's now 1-2. Gianniscoli, first 2 times out of the pen after coming in the University of Lynchburg, playing into the early summer in the Division III championship. Middle relief role. And the 1-2 inside, it hits Daniels. Daniels reaching for the 2nd time without a hit. A hit batter, and now runners on first and second with nobody out for Boogie Saunders. 2 runners on. And pitching coach Cody Johnson going to go out to the mound as some stirring in the Steamers bullpen. Out at second base is Snyder, reaching on the error by Garza, and the hit by pitch with 2 strikes to Daniels. Last time these two teams matched up, 3 out of the 4 catchers for the River Bandits were used. Hughes, Wilson, Daniels in that game. Daniels the one tonight being employed. River Bandits looking to come back and break a 5-game losing streak against the Scallywags and the Steamers in their own South Division. Steamers won a 3-2 game. To start that, Scallywags won 2 straight. But the offense for the River Bandits coming alive in the past 2 exhibition games. 26 runs. A 17-6 win over Fuquay Arena. And a 9-3 win over the Clayton Clovers yesterday afternoon. Steamers lost to the Clovers 10-9. A close ball game on Thursday. 2 on, nobody out. Abbott in at the grass. Same with Garza. Saunders squaring around, and he takes a ball high. Saunders, a bunt single his last time. Steamers preparing for another one here. Both of the middle infielders back in double play depth. Garza shifted towards second base. A huge hole on the left side. And the 1-0 squared down. It got down back to the mound. Gianniscoli fields it, throws to first, is in time. Sacrifice is successful for Saunders. A close play over at first. And for the second consecutive inning, the River Bandits have 2 runners in scoring position. And now Fernando Espinal to the plate. Perfectly placed bunt. Saunders couldn't have put it down any better. Right in front, making Gianniscoli feel it. And there's 1 out. At third base is Snyder, reached on an error. Daniels at second, hit by a pitch. And the first pitch to Espinal is low. It's 1-0. Espinal striking out his last time. 0 for 2 with a walk and an RBI. Bases loaded, walk back in the second. And the 1-0. Swung on, grounded foul down the third base side. It's 1-1. Espinal now over at third base after J.B. Bell came into the ball game. Everything's all right with Preston Shelton. The third baseman who has 2 hits in this ball game. Could be a huge exit for the River Bandits. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and the pitch. Swinging a ground ball, softly hit to short. Should get a run home. Knowles fields it, throw to first is not in time. An infield single for Espinal. A run comes across, and it's now 7-5. Steamers in front. And 2 on still with only 1 out is now Johnny Wall to the plate. As Baumgartner continuing to throw in the Steamers bullpen. As assistant coach Brandon Matthews giving out the sign, a slow roller to short. Knowles really didn't charge it. Kind of sat back on it. And the throw was not in time to the speedy Espinal, who now has 2 RBIs. And the first pitch, Espinal takes off for second. Over right as fields it, no throw. And Espinal steals second, the second stolen base of the game. And it's now 1-0 to Wall with the tying run out at second base. 1 ball, no strikes to the other newcomer for the River Bandits. And he flies it into the infield. Playable for Myers, who's out in shallow right. And he makes the catch. Running and stopping at third base is Daniels as he retreats, and a huge out number 2 for Gianniscoli. 2 outs. Runners remaining at second and third on the infield pop-up. Wall now 0 for 3. Now J.B. Bell, as mentioned, in for Shelton. Came in defensively in the 5th. Shelton out. threw a few hits, and now Bell has to come up with a big hit as he takes the first pitch high, 1-0. Really, if you're Gianna Scully, do not want to walk Bell, even with a base open. The cleanup hitter, Armani Newton on deck, and the 1-0. Low and away, it's 2-0. Newton, if Bell gets on, could easily put the River Bandits in front. 2 balls, no strikes, and the pitch to Bell. Swing and a miss at the fastball, it's 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Gianna Scully looking to evade runners on second and third for the second straight inning. And the 2-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, it's 2-2. Another fastball right by him. Gianna Scully, just keep firing that fastball in. Back-to-back swings and misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch. Swing and a miss, he struck him out. A huge strikeout for Gianna Scully. A run across on an RBI single by Espinal. We go to the bottom half of the 6th, 7-5. Steamers in front. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. Bottom half of the 6th inning, Tate Abbott stepping in against Evan McLean in there for another frame. Abbott over Ridus and Myers, 8, 9, 10 for the Clams, and the first pitch to Abbott is on the outside corner for a strike. Abbott, with the bloop RBI hit his last time up, brought in a run. In the 4th inning for the Clams to take a 7-4 lead at the time, and the 0-1 is outside, 1-1, now 7-5. 4 runs in the first for the Clams, 4 runs in the second by the River Bandits to tie it. And the 1-1 line drive into right field, a base hit. Abbott has gotten 2 hits, throw to first is in time. Out at first base on the throw from Snyder. Rarely do you see that. Abbott slow moving up the line, hit it right at Snyder, who's able to gun out the Clams' first baseman. Lined it through the hole. Snyder fielded it, and Nielsen right on the bag, and there's 1 out. The old 9-3 put out as Overitis takes the breaking ball low. It's 1-0. 0 for 1, a walk, a strikeout for the Clams backstop. On the pitch from McLean. Low, it's now 2-0. First time that's happened this season. We have a lot of weird plays over the course of the year. And that one joins the bingo card. And the 2-0 pitch to Overitis. Swung on, fly ball. Third base side, Espin all over, and he'll give it a look, and it exits out of play. 2 balls, 1 strike to Overitis, who struggles entering the ball game. 1 for his last 15 now, with an RBI, a single during that stretch over the last 5 ball games. Ahead in the count, 2-1, and the pitch from McLean. Swing and a miss. A lot of that has been through the way of the strikeout. Overitis leading the team with 16 strikeouts. McLean looking to put him away here in the 2-2. Swinging a ground ball foul, first base side, an excellent breaking pitch off of his back foot. So Myers on deck with 1 out. 0 for 2 with a strikeout. 2-2 pitch. Swinging another breaking ball, another foul ball. Back-to-back foul balls on 2 straight breaking pitches, diving down and into the Clams catcher. To imagine McLean as Daniels giving him the sign. Maybe go with the hard stuff. High, get him to chase up top. And the 2-2 pitch to Overitis. There is a fastball outside. It's 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. 1 out. Here in the 6th, and a 7-5 Steamers lead. And the 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Went up top. And the fastball in Overitis swings through it. His second strikeout of the game. And there's now 2 away for Luke Myers. Myers 0 for 2. A strikeout tonight. Mentioned earlier, moving down to the 10 spot in the lineup. The first time in nearly 3 weeks. This infielder from Maryland Eastern Shore at the bottom of the order. And the first pitch, high, it's 1-0. And Coach Justin Hill, have to imagine just trying to jumpstart the bottom of the lineup, which has had the most success for the Clams in their recent victories. As of 7 of the last 10, and the 1-0 pitch lined out to second. Diving stop by Bell, throw off of his knee, and he gets him. Pick over at first base by Nielsen on an excellent play from Bell. A 1-2-3 inning in the 6th. We go to the 7th. The Steamers lead the River Bandits 7-5. Who's ready to rock? The 2nd annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Well, fans, summer is here. You know what that means. Graduation, parties, and cookout season. The Steamers Party Tent is the perfect place to host your next get-together. Schedule a picnic before the game for your next birthday bash, family gathering, or business rendezvous. It's the classic choice for family summer fun. Call the office at 482-4080 for more details.
Hey, I'm Ryan Kay. You're watching Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers Baseball YouTube.
Thank you, Ryan. Welcome back. Thank you for watching along here on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page, the official home of the Steamers. Jacob Smedley, glad to be with you tonight in what has been a thrilling matchup, back and forth game. Really every game between these two ball clubs last season, this season so far, have been down to the wire. I'll say blowout earlier on this season. The River Bandits coming here 23-14 Tarboro High School taking down the Edenton Aces right here on this field as the first pitch to Newton is a breaking ball outside. But outside of that game, it's been close. Tense ball games as the 1-0. Big cut and a miss. It's 1-1. Newton, Nielsen, and Newman. The three ends due up for the River Bandits here in the 7th, who trail it 7-5. They got a run back in the 6th on a hit by Espinal. On the 1-1, big swing and a miss. It's a 1-2. Excellent breaking pitch from Gianna Scoli, who's had that breaking ball dancing here tonight. Gets the sign from Overitis. Baumgartner still warming. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on, fly ball, first base side. Abbott drifting over in front of the River Bandits bench. He's underneath of it and he makes the catch. Look what I found. Tate Abbott makes the catch over in front of the fence, and there's one away here in the 7th. And now the first baseman, Jack Nielsen, due up. Another breaking pitch from Gianna Scoli. Newton, who hits the fastball so well. Gianna Scoli mixing it up with the soft stuff. And now Nielsen due up. Infield straight away. Myers shifted a bit up on the grass. Seen him a lot shifted there the past few games. The first pitch is in there for a strike to Nielsen. Something with the routine with Myers. Always on the edge of the grass while all the other infielders' feet on the dirt. And the 0-1 pitch to Nielsen is low, gets by Overitis. It's 1-1. Back-to-back matchups for these two ball clubs before the All-Star break. Then the teams won't see each other till the 20th of July. The season comes to a close. The 1-1 pitch fouled off. Last season, the Clams taking down the River Bandits 11-4 in the championship game of the PCL. The River Bandits holding the Clams' number during the regular season last season. Been the opposite so far. The 1-2 pitch to Nielsen. Swung on, fouled off. Baines 1-2. A fastball on the outer half, trying to blow it by the first baseman, Nielsen, who's reached 3 times tonight. A walk, a run scored, and the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A fastball on the outer half, and 2 outs for Gianna Scoli here in the 7th. Gianna Scoli's 5th strikeout of the game, the 7th from both Gianna Scoli and Taylor. And now Cruz Newman stepping up. The designated hitter, 1 for 3, a 2-run home run back in the 2nd. A strikeout and a ground out. And the first pitch swung on, driven in the air to right. Halstead drifting back to the warning track to the wall. He looks up and that ball is gone. And it hits off the wall. Halstead tracks it down. Stays in play. The white ball hit off the Nucor sign in right field. And Newman cruises into second with a double. Halstead looked up. Halstead, the lights turned around. It hit off the white Nucor sign in right center field. Well, he turned around, thought it was gone for a second, stayed in the yard, started to chase after it, and Newman into second base with 2 outs. And now Ethan Barnes up. Struck out with 2 runners on, few innings prior, as Overitis going to go out to talk with Gianna Scoli. Second extra base hit of the game for Cruz Newman. 2 RBI home run. And a double here to lead off with 2 outs here in the 7th. And the tying run at the plate in Ethan Barnes. 0 for 2 with a run, a walk, a strikeout. So far tonight, Ethan Barnes coming into the ball game. 10th game, 23 at-bats, 261 average. Has 4 RBIs, looking to add to that total here. The mound visit is over for Gianna Scoli, who has not given up a run and evaded damage multiple times here tonight. Looking to do it again here. And the first pitch of Barnes, big cut and a miss on a breaking pitch outside the zone. No balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Outside, Overitis with the stop. And it's 1-1. One ball, 1 strike. 2 outs. In a 7-5 ball game. Huge hole on the right side for Barnes if he can shoot it through there. And Giannis Scully steps off. Myers back and forth at second base on the cover. Playing Barnes a bit to pull. Garza and Knowles on the left side. Knowles been in the hole. And the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. It's 1-2. Giannis Scully struck out Barnes a few innings prior with runners on second and third. A runner on second here in the 7th. He's ahead in the count, 1-2. Waiting on deck is Eston Snyder if the inning continues. The 1-2. Low. Overitis keeps it in front. It's 2-2. Baumgartner is warming up in the pen. Standing at the fence. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the pitch from Giannis Scully. Fastball high, and the count is full, 3-2. Head in the count, 1-2. Now behind in the count, 3-2 with 2 outs. Ethan Barnes, the outfielder from Longwood University. And the 3-2 pitch. Swinging a foul ball straight back. It's 3-2. Barnes from Emporia, Virginia, 6 foot 185. The freshman outfielder had 10 RBIs in the spring for Longwood. Looking for an RBI hit here. Giannis Scully looking for a huge out. And the full count pitch swung on, popped in the air. Foul behind us. It's the top of the covering here at historic Hicks Field. Back-to-back foul balls. Seventh pitch of the at-bats. Coming to Barnes, and the pitch. Swung on, line drive into center field, and it'll get down a base hit. Coming around third, throw to the plate is in time. A cannon from center field from Paulson. Guns out. Newman on the throw, and the inning is retired. No runs on a hit. Paulson with the cannon. We go to the bottom half of the 7th. The Steamers holding on to a 7-5 lead. The new 2023 Edenton Steamers merchandise has arrived. There are plenty of ways for you to pick up your new Steamers gear. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and place an order. Stop by Sound Feet and Shoes of Edenton, or head to the merchandise trailer located behind the first base dugout at historic Hicks Field. You can also pick up your Chowan County Cantaloupes gear, but only at historic Hicks Field. Thank you for your support and repping your Steamers gear. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Is your kid a fan of the Clan? why not sign them up for the Steamers Kids Club, presented by Weatherly Insurance? Membership is free for all kids ages 12 and under. They receive 4 free tickets, a club t-shirt, a discount to baseball camp, an invitation to an exclusive meet and greet event with the players, and much more. You can visit EdentonSteamers.com and download a registration form today. The Edenton Steamers are the greatest show in town. How can we make that any better? Throw in some fireworks. We have one fireworks show remaining for this summer. You can catch this show on Saturday, July 29th, right here at historic Hicks Field. Mark your calendars and we will see you at the ballpark. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. The Edenton Steamers are excited to announce that they will be hosting one more youth baseball camp this summer. The final camp dates this year are July 19th through the 21st. Young ball players between the ages of 5 and 13 are welcome. The cost is $100 to register. Your kid will receive first-class instruction from some of the best college baseball players around. Visit EdentonSteamers.com to register today. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Bottom half of the 7th inning. 7-5 ball game on an excellent throw at the plate by Nate Paulson. An outfield assist, gunned out Newman at the plate. Really the second big call in these matchups between the two ball clubs. In the third matchup between the teams in Tarboro, a double steal by the River Bandits. It was an out call on the double steal. Some uproar from the home River Bandits in that play. And another play at the plate going in the Steamers' favor. An excellent throw by Paulson on one hop. And guns out Newman for a huge out in the top half of the 7th. A new pitcher out on the mound for the River Bandits. Right-hander number 12, Adam Jameson. Gonna take over for McLean, who does a solid job out of the bullpen. 2 1/3, 1 hit. He strikes out 4. Doesn't allow a run or a walk in relief of Jake Fuller, who went the first 3 2/3, gave up 9 hits, 7 runs, a walk, and 4 strikeouts. Right-hander Adam Jameson. So far this year for Jameson, in his 8th ball game, only 1 start, 13 2/3 innings pitched. It's his 4th game against the Clams. 3 innings on June 6th, an inning on June 11th. And his only start of the season on June 16th as Knoll sends a drive to left, way back there to the wall, and that ball is gone! A home run for Tanner Knowles! And the Steamers take an 8-5 lead. Their second home run of the ball game. Tanner Knowles, his first in a Clams uniform. And it's now 8-5, Edenton in the 7th. The 3rd home run of the game by either side. The 2nd of the game for the Clams. And Knowles, on the very first pitch from Jameson, deposits it to left. And now Giomar Santana coming up. And the first pitch is a breaking pitch high to Santana. First pitch, breaking pitch to Knowles. And the Perry, Georgia native did not miss it. And the 1-0 to Santana is low, ball 2. Steamers matching the run in the 6th by the River Bandits, extending the lead back out to 3. And the 2-0, a big cut and a miss by Santana. It's 2-1. Only the 3rd home run allowed by Adam Jameson in his 8th ball game, and the 2-1 is high. It's 3-1. Second time a steamer has taken him deep. Drifton Paget took him deep on June 6th, and the 3-1 is inside to Santana, who walks for the second time. And the first 2 runners reach for the Clams here in the 7th, and now Ryan Kay, who has 2 hits, will step in. Back and forth game, really the difference. The 3 runs in the 3rd and the 4th for the Clams at the time gave them a 7-4 advantage as a throw over Santana is back. Now that 3-run lead has held true here in the 7th. And another throw over. Santana is back with a slide. Well, the River Bandits, they've been stealing bags in this game with 2 stolen bases. Clams with 2 as well. Santana coming into the ball game with 2 stolen bags. And the first pitch from Jameson is high, a fastball. It's yet to find the zone after the first pitch home run to Tanner Knowles. Going back to the Knowles homer, redshirted his freshman year at Georgia, another throwback. Santana is back at first base, and in a home run since his senior year of high school at Perry High School in Georgia. He had 4 his senior season. And the 1-0 pitch to Kay, swung on, grounded foul. It's 1-1.
There's been too much that's gone on in this game for that to be the story.
8-5 ball game. 8 runs on 11 hits for the Steamers, 2 errors. 5 runs on 8 hits for the River Bandits in a game that's far from over. And the 1-1 swung on, grounded foul at the plate. Kay hit it off of his foot, and it goes to 1-2. Another fastball inside from Jameson. Throws a fastball breaking pitch on that breaking pitch on the homer. Curveball. Changeup as well. Rarely throws the changeup. 1-2 on back-to-back fastballs inside that Kay is whacked foul at the dish. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Jameson. Inside, and it hits Kay. He checked his swing and appealed to first base. Kay did not go. And he'll take the hit by pitch and go down to first base. Again, if you swing the bat past the line down the first baseline, Kay would have to return to the plate. He did not go on the appeal to the first base umpire, Ted Myers. And now Santana reaching on a walk. Kay a hit batter after the home run by Knowles. And now Chris Morris to the plate as they check on Kay over at first. Talking with first base coach Cody Johnson to make sure the Clams left fielder and 2022 PCL All-Star is okay. As Chris Morris set to come up. Morris 2 for 3. 2 RBIs, 2 runs scored. A 2-run home run in the first inning. Gave the Clams an early 2-0 lead in what seems like hours ago. Yeah, back in the first inning. Now Chris Morris up with runners on first and second. Chris Morris, over his past 3 games since being inserted into the lineup against the Clayton Clovers. And the first pitch to him, grounded down the third base line. Diving stop by Espinal. Dives to third base, and he got him. An incredible play by Fernando Espinal, a run-saving diving catch. Tagged the bag to get the force out, and now there's one out. Seen it all tonight here at historic Hicks Field. A throw out at first, a handful of diving plays, a put it out the plate. Now an exceptional diving play by Espinal, who started the game at second base. And now Davis Halstead up with runners on first and second with one away. And the pitch. Breaking ball outside. It's 1-0. Going back to Chris Morris. Now 4 hits in his last 3 games. 6 hits. His last 5 games where he's appeared at the plate. And the 1-0 to Halstead is inside, 2-1. Halstead on the night so far. 1 for 2 with a run, a hit batter, a strikeout at the dish. Looking for another hit here with 2 clams on and the 2-0. Breaking pitch in there for a strike. No action in either bullpen. Baumgartner was warming for the Clams a few half innings ago. And the 2-1 pitch to Halstead. Swung on, line drive, caught out of the air by Wall. Throws to second, and a double play. 2 excellent defensive plays by the River Bandits. The Steamers strand 2. They record 2 hits and leave 2. We go to the top half of the 8th. The Steamers lead the River Bandits 8-5. Who's ready to rock? The 2nd annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Every year, the Steamers are proud to have the opportunity to raise money for the Jim Catfish Hunter ALS Foundation. On Saturday, July 15th, the Steamers will wear special themed jerseys that will be auctioned off during the game. Proceeds will go towards the fight to strike out ALS. Catfish Hunter is an MLB Hall of Fame pitcher that lived just a short distance from historic Hicks Field and was even a host family for the Steamers organization in its inaugural year. Unfortunately, he lost his battle with ALS over 20 years ago. The Steamers will continue to carry on his legacy and do their part to strike out ALS. We thank you for your support of this great cause. High ball deep to left center field, and that'll get down a base hit and a double for Weston Snyder. First pitch swinging, and the right fielder for the River Bandits lines a double to left center field. And a quick hit for the River Bandits here in the top half of the 8th inning. Breaking pitch from Gianna Scully, and Snyder depositing it into the left center field gap. Then he's out at second base, and now the catcher Phillips Daniels coming to the plate. Jacob Smedley, glad to be with you tonight. 21st game of the season for the Steamers. 20th game for the River Bandits as Daniels takes the first pitch outside, 1-0. Snyder jumping on the first pitch from Gianna Scully. He's given up 7 hits, but hasn't given up an earned run yet. The 1-0 swung on, popped in the air to center. Paulson drifting in. He makes the catch. Tagging going to third is Snyder. The throw to third is not in time. Snyder tags up, goes to second to third. And on just 3 pitches, 1 out, and Snyder over at third base after the double and the tag up. And now the center fielder, Boogie Saunders, up. Only run since the 2nd inning for the River Bandits in the 6th. On an error by the third baseman Garza, coming around to score on an infield single by Fernando Espinal. Snyder over with third. Head coach Justin Hill out of the dugout, and he's made the signal to the bullpen, a pitching change at historic Hicks Field in the 8th. Steamers lead it 8-5. The River Bandits have a runner in scoring position. We'll be back. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. Is working with your propane provider a hassle? Then it's time to switch to Feral Gas. For easy and reliable service, Feral Gas offers quick delivery options, nationwide propane supply, online account tools, and a friendly team of professionals, all here to make your life simpler. Get started today with a price quote at feralgas.com. That's FERRELLGAS.com. Welcome back to historic Hicks Field. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Feral Gas. Easy propane service starts here. Feral Gas. Alex Gianniscoli goes 6 innings out of the bullpen. 7 hits, 1 run, unearned, and 5 strikeouts. And right-hander John Horton, in his 12th ball game of the season, 15 and a third innings pitched, a 2.34 ERA, 4 earned runs allowed, 21 strikeouts, 9 hits and 5 walks, and comes in with 1 out and a runner at third here in the top half of the 8th inning. What one could imagine would be a 5-out save. As he faces off against the number 10 batter, Boogie Saunders. Aston Snyder over at third. He doubled to lead off the inning and advanced on a flyout. Infield is in shallow depth, playing the bunt, back-to-back at-bats with a bunt attempt, an infield single and a sacrifice. And the first pitch to Saunders, a big swing and a miss. Really, the only way this game can end is in dramatic fashion, the way we've gone tonight. Back and forth. Steamers took a 4-0 lead. River Bandits tied it. And the 0-1 swung on, fouled off. Steamers took a 3-run lead. A run back in the 6th for Tarboro. Steamers got a run back in the bottom of the 7th on the home run by Tanner Knowles. And Tarboro back threatening it here in the 8th. Horton looking to get out of the jam. Only Steamers pitcher with at least 10 appearances. And the 0-2, swing and a miss, he struck him out. The high heat strikes out Saunders, who he gets on 3 pitches. And out number 2 now. And the third baseman now, Fernando Espinal, stepping in. An incredible diving play in the bottom of the 7th that saved at least a run. Now looking to do it with his bat. A hit, 2 RBIs, a walk, a strikeout, and 3 at-bats. The first pitch to him, line over the head of Abbott into right field. Espinal comes through with an RBI hit. Snyder comes across, and it's now an 8-6 ball game. Second hit of the game for Espinal. He has 3 RBIs. Another hit for the River Bandits. They now have 11, excuse me. And now Johnny Wall, the shortstop, who's 0 for 3 with an RBI and a bases-loaded walk. And the pitch from Horton. In there for a strike. First earned run given up by Gianniscoli, coming across on that base hit from Espinal. And the 0-1 pitch to Horton. Swing and a miss. It's quickly 0-2 to Wall. Back-to-back pop-ups showing frustration at the dish. And he's now the tying run at the plate An opportunity to put those frustrations away, but he's down in the count 0-2. And the pitch from Horton, swinging a pop-up. First base side, and it exits the playing field. It remains 0-2. Third pitcher for the Clams, Cole Taylor, went the first inning and a third. He hit a wall in the second. 4 runs for the River Bandits, a home run, a pair of bases-loaded walks. Gianna Scully, another exceptional performance out of the bullpen. And now Horton, the 0-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. A high fastball gets wall. A run across on the RBI hit by Espinal. One of 2 hits in the inning. We go to the bottom of the 8th. The Steamers lead the River Bandits 8-6. Who's ready to rock? The second annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause.
Hey, I'm Ryan Kay. You're watching Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers Baseball YouTube.
Thank you, Ryan. Thank you, everyone watching along on YouTube. Apologies again for the technical difficulties at the beginning of the broadcast. Got everything worked out, and we're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Jacob Smedley, glad to be with you. Nate Paulson due up for the Clams against a new arm out on the mound for the River Bandits. Left-hander Brock Arender takes over from Adam Jameson, who gives up a run on the home run in the 7th inning. Now Arender looking to keep the lead at just 2 for the River Bandits offense in the 9th. They'll face Paulson, Garza, and Abbott. Paulson 1 for 3 so far tonight. A run scored on a hit. Probably his biggest play of the night, the throw home. In the top half of the 7th inning, as he takes the first pitch inside, 1-0. And does that throw loom large, especially with the RBI single by Espinal in the 8th. And the 1-0 to Paulson is high, 2-0. Throw home prevented at least 1 run from scoring in the inning. Who knows what could have transpired in that 7th frame. The 2-0 pitch from Arender swung on, fouled off. It's 2-1. Brock Arender so far in his 6th game, 6 1/3 innings pitched. Out of the River Bandits bullpen, 8 hits given up, 9 runs, 5 earned, 12 strikeouts. And the 2-1 fastball outside. 7.10 earned run average. Has that 3/4 length delivery, hard throwing lefty. And Adam Quincy been strong out of the bullpen for the River Bandits. The 3-1 to Paulson. Low ball 4, and Paulson reaches for the 2nd time. First time on a free pass. And now a base runner for Ty Garza as the Clams look to get the run back here in the bottom half of the 8th. Ty Garza, a 2 RBI single back in the 1st inning, gave the Clams a 4-0 lead at the time. It's his only hit of the game, a run scored and a strikeout. Squares around a bunt and takes a breaking ball high and away. as Arendo has yet to really find the zone, only 1 strike in 5 pitches. Goes the hard fastball, mixes that curveball in there as well. Garza squares around, pops it in the air, first base side. Daniels after it, cannot get to it. A huge break for Garza, who sent the bunt in the air. Daniels, an incredible hustle up the line, but couldn't get to it. We'll see what Coach Hill, the third base coach for the Steamers, designates for Garza here. And the 1-1 count. The left-handed hitting Abbott on deck. He has a hit and an RBI tonight. And the 1-1. Garza swinging away this time and chops it foul down the first baseline, and it's 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Nobody out in an 8-6 game. Both teams with 11 hits. The Steamers with 8 runs, 2 errors, and the River Bandits with only 6 runs as the 1-2 is fouled off. Both of these teams, as mentioned, right back at it. Less than 24 hours from now in Tarboro. Another home and home. On the grass is Espinal. Off and running is Paulson, and a foul ball by Garza. Paulson using his speed, putting him in motion on the hit and run. Fastball on the outer half. And Garza fouls off. Back to Espinal on the grass. Garza squaring around. And the 1-0 and the 1-1. Preventing the bunt. And the 1-2. Breaking ball high. It goes to 2-2. Going back to Espinal. A phenomenal play in the bottom half of the 7th. Started the game at second base. Shelton exited with a hit by pitch. He made a diving play. Exceptional fielder. Shortstop by trade at the University of Cayuga Community College out of Brooklyn, New York. 2-2 pitch from Arendo. Swung on, driven in the air to center. On the run is Snyder, and he tracks it down in the right center field gap. Went a long way to make the catch, and out number 1 as Paulson retreats. Off the end of the bat, Snyder shaded towards left center. On the run, made the catch, and now Tate Abbott up for the 4th time. He's 1 for 3 with an RBI, base knock. As the back-to-back lefties here for the Clams set to face the left-handed arm Arendo. Pitching in his 3rd game against the Steamers in the team's early appearances, and a big swing and a miss from Abbott. Really should have 2 hits on the night. His last at-bat, lined one through the hole into right field, was gunned out running to first base by Eston Snyder on the classic 9-3 putout. And the 0-1 pitch to Abbott just misses on the outside half with a fastball. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike. You win the 4th of July Independence Day game a few days early, the final home game for the Clams. Until the holiday on the 2nd. Off and running is Paulson from first. The pitch is high, and Paulson is in there as the throw skips into wall at second. A stolen base from Nate Paulson. The 3rd of the game for the Clams. Paulson swiping his 6th bag of the season. Now the Clams looking to get the run back that the River Bandits scored in the top half of the inning. And the 2-1 pitch to Abbott. A breaking ball floats in there for a strike, and the count is even. It's 2-2. Abbott entered the ball game 0 for his last 10. Has 1 hit tonight, and he steps out. Both of the first basemen. Gabe Kirk on the bench tonight. 3 out of his last 25, dating back to June 17th. And the 2-2 to Abbott. Fastball low and away. A good stop by Daniels to prevent any movement. Multiple steamers been on the struggle bus at the plate in recent games. Abbott with a hit tonight. Morris continued to stay hot. Knowles with 2 hits, including a homer. And the 3-2 pitch from Arenda. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. An excellent breaking pitch. Down and away. Gets the left-handed hitting Abbott to bite. And now there's 2 away, and Tyler Overitis to the dish. Overitis 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts, a walk. Tyler Overitis mentioned his strikeout troubles. 19 now on the season. He takes the first pitch on the outside corner. Another breaking ball on the outer half for Arenda. In the lefty-lefty matchup, working the outer half of the zone. It's these Clams lefties. Paulson with a big lead over at second. And the 0-1 low and away. It's 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Here in the bottom of the 8th. An 8-6 ball game. Clams in front, looking for insurance. And the pitch from Arenda. Another breaking pitch, this one way outside. And it's 2-1. That one yanked the breaking pitch after a few beauties to Abbott. And now Overitis. Luke Myers, the number 10 batter for the Steamers, on deck. And the 2-1 pitch. Paulson takes off to third. Ball low, and Paulson will have third stolen. No throw from Daniels. And now a runner over at third base. 2 stolen bases in the inning for Paulson. Now 7 on the season. And now a single should score the Clams outfielder. Infield shifted a tad towards the right. And the 3-1 is outside, ball 4. 3 straight breaking pitches outside the zone, and Overitis works his second walk. And now runners on the corners for Luke Myers. As Grant Crosby quickly out of the River Bandits dugout. No signal has been made yet to the bullpen. Runners on the corners, 2 outs, no one warming up in the Steamers bullpen. I have to imagine Horton will take down the 9th. Crosby look to the bullpen. Steamers 3 outs away from their 5th victory against the River Bandits. In 7 games, Tarboro still plenty much in this. With Shelton, Newton, and Nielsen, the heart of the order due up in the top half of the 9th. Mound visit over. Crosby returning back to the dugout. It's a right-hander continuing to warm deep in the right field foul line in the visitors' bullpen for the River Bandits. Luke Myers stepping up. Been a rough night at the plate for the Steamers' second baseman. 0 for 3 with a strikeout. And the first pitch to him is a fastball high. It's 1-0. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 outs to Myers. Tanner Knowles, who has 2 hits, including a home run. And an RBI waits on deck. And the 1-0 pitch to Myers. Line drive to second. Diving attempt by Bell is off of his glove. Paulson comes in to score. Into second base goes Overitis. And an RBI hit by Luke Myers. And another run across for the Clams. They lead it 9-6. And now Tanner Knowles up. First hit of the game for Myers. First RBI as he joins the party. And now Tanner Knowles, who homered his last time against Jameson in the bottom of the 7th. And the first pitch from Arenda is a breaking ball high. 1-0 pitch, grooved a fastball in there to Myers. And his short swing to the ball, lining it back at Bell, who came in late in the game for Shelton, moving Espinal to third. could not corral it. The 1-0 pitch to Knowles is on the outside corner for a strike. So sharply hit off of the glove. Ruled a base hit. Hit so hard off the bat from Myers. Knowles has the right side of the infield open, with Bell guarding second. And the 1-1 is fouled. First base side, Nielsen in pursuit. Snyder is well over near the top, and it drops foul. Right in front of the visitors' bullpen down the right field line, and the count goes to 1-2 with 2 outs. Tanner Knowles, what a night. In his first game in the leadoff spot, he was in the cleanup hole a few games ago against Norfolk. Struggled last night against the Scallywags, and tonight, 2 hits, 2 runs, an RBI, and a solo home run in the leadoff spot. He's behind in the count 1-2 to the tough lefty Arender. And the pitch. Low, excellent stop behind the plate by Daniels, and the count goes to 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on in a 9-6 game in the bottom of the 8th. And the 2-2, breaking ball inside, another great stop by Daniels. Breaking ball in the dirt, inside. Daniels, excellent movement out of the squat. Moving right to left, shifting across into the batter's box and preventing an advance. And now the count is 3-2. Another game, back-to-back games, really. Limited pass balls, wild pitches. And the 3-2 pitch, both runners off. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Arender blows the fastball by Knowles. 2 runners stranded. But an RBI base knock by Luke Myers to put the Steamers back in front 3. 3 outs left. The Steamers lead the River Bandits 9-6. Who's ready to rock? The 2nd annual Clam Jam is coming up on Saturday, September 9th. We welcome 3 awesome bands to jam out at historic Hicks Field. Starting at 5 p.m. that afternoon, Old Fish Hatchery Records will take the stage, followed by the Eric Dunlow Band at 7 p.m. and the headlining Daniel Jordan Band at 9 p.m. Advance tickets will be available at EdentonSteamers.com for $15 or can be purchased at the gate that night for $20. Bring your lawn chair and take the field for the rocking event. Numerous food and beverage options will be available all night. We hope to see you there. The Steamers are excited to announce a newfound partnership with the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. This season will mark our first annual jersey fundraiser for the organization. To coincide with our Chowan County Cantaloupes moniker, we will be wearing special themed jerseys on all home Wednesdays at historic Hicks Field. At our final Wednesday on July 19th, we will be auctioning off the Cantaloupes jerseys. All proceeds will go towards the summer programs that benefit the kids of the Boys and Girls Club of the Albemarle. We would like to extend a huge thank you to RC Theaters Albemarle Movies 8 for their sponsorship and support of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you for your support of this great cause. Top half of the 9th inning, final chance for the River Bandits. Bell, Newton, Nielsen, and a pitch hitter for J.B. Bell here in the 9th inning, number 4, Mitch Jones, against John Horton, looking to save this ball game. And the first pitch to Jones is high and inside, 1-0. Mitch Jones, one of the 4 Tarboro River Bandits, going to go to Coy Tillett Field on Thursday as an all-star. The 1-0 pitch in there. The 1-1. Two balls, 1 strike to Mitch Jones here in the 9th. Horton looking for the 5-out save. A big swing and a miss. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Top of the 9th inning in a 9-6 game. And the 2-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Horton with the gas. Throws it by Jones. And now there's 1 away here in the 9th. And Armani Newton coming up with 1 out. As the River Bandits hope dwindling in the 9th. One out. Horton looking for his 3rd save of the season. And the first pitch of Newton popped on the infield. Knowles calling for it, and he makes the catch for out number 2. 2 outs, and Jack Nielsen is the final hope for Tarboro. 2 outs. Scoring summary brought to you by H2OBX. 4 runs in the first for the Clams. 4 runs in the second by the River Bandits against Cole Taylor. And the Steamers outscoring Tarboro 5-2 the rest of the way as the first pitch in there for a strike to Nielsen. 2 runs in the third for the Steamers. A run in the fourth to take a 7-4 lead. And the teams have traded runs since. And the 0-1. Breaking ball in there for a strike. And the River Bandits are down to their final strike. Here on this Independence Day celebration here at historic Hicks Field. A packed house. And the 0-2 pitch. High. It's 1-2. Next broadcast will be Wednesday night when the Steamers turn the teal and black in for the orange and green once again against the Sea Dogs. 1 ball, 2 strikes, and the pitch just missed on the outside half. Fastball from Horton just missed, and the count is 2-2 to Nielsen. Newman, who has a pair of extra base hits on deck if Nielsen can keep the game going. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch from Horton. Breaking pitch just missed on the inside half. Overitis was set to throw it around. And the count is full with 2 outs. Breaking ball inside. No call from home plate umpire Eric Byram. 3 straight out of the zone. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. The high fastball from Horton retires 2 on strikes in the 9th. And the Steamers hold on to win it 9-6 to get their 15th win of the season. The 5th time they've taken down the River Bandits this season. Win it 9-6 behind a pair of homers. An excellent job by Alex Gianascoli. 6 innings. He's your glamtastic player of the game. 6 innings, 7 hits. He allowed 2 runs, 1 earned, 5 strikeouts, but came in with the bases loaded in the second in a tie game and kept the team in it. On the offensive side, Chris Morris with 2 hits, a homer. Tanner Knowles with 2 hits and a homer. And a lot of RBIs up and down the lineup. The Steamers win it 9-6. The next game tomorrow night, both of these teams back at it at the other field at Tarboro Municipal Stadium as the River Bandits will look for revenge as they fall to 11-9. The next broadcast will be Wednesday when the Cantaloupes take on the Virginia Beach Sea Dogs. Has been another presentation of Edenton Steamers Baseball on the Edenton Steamers YouTube page. Thank you for watching. I'm Jacob Smith.